She used to be everywhere, but today she is missing. Doing this research makes me think of the purpose of science.
Until the advent of the new medications, people diagnosed with schizophrenia occupied 1/2 of the hospital beds in the United States. 1 out of every 10.
What do we call the last game in a sporting competition, which decide the champion? What word describes moving a pro?
Before we consider international environmental law and climate change, we need to consider domestic legislation, as it is within the sovereign
There's a huge amount of research showing, that we're eating very large amounts of sugar. It's an underestimate because when you ask people how much they eat, when they know it's bad for them, they tell you much less, just like with alcohol.
I'm responsible for student admissions to the college, and I use a computer system to help process student enrollments and to do the timetabling. But it doesn't really suit the way we work these days. It's over 10 years old, and although it was fine when it was first introduced, it is just not good enough now. 20 years ago, the college was quite small and we didn't have the number of students and tutors that we have now.
Well, employers are currently experiencing a love-hate relationship with social media. Some are using it to their advantage. They're reaching more customers, increasing sales, and improving their brand image through social.
It is not often I get the chance to talk about the psychology of pop music, or rather the lyrics and the effect they have on young people. I must say,
avalanches are a constant threat on mountain highways. The Rogers Pass stretch of the Trans-Canada is at risk of being buried in snow from November to April every year. This is why the highway now has a sophisticated defense system. The best way, it's important to control an avalanche when it's small, so a slide is set off while it's still small before it builds up into a serious danger. A team of snow technicians monitors the snowpack.
Ordinarily, you'd call a pistachio, but if you're, for example, an immigrant from China and you've just seen a Ming vase, you might call a pistachio a happy nut, because visual cues can affect language in people with multiple cultural experiences. That's according to a study in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. Researchers performed various tests with students who had come
Inflation affects the demand, pricing and consumption of most products.